What's going on, everybody? Thank you guys for tuning into this channel, and I hope you guys enjoy this film review. Coming into the booth for this film review, we got Mike, we got Derrick Rose. Let's dive in. What is going on, everybody? Like I said, welcome to the film booth. We're here with Mike, and we're sitting with Derrick Rose for this film review. Let's dive into this. Before we get even further into this film review, I want to shout out M.R Designs for giving me this thumbnail. Go ahead and check him out on Twitter. He has all kinds of cool designs for Piston players, a whole bunch of cool pictures he likes to do with it. Go ahead and make sure you guys check him out on Twitter. So the Detroit Pistons are currently sitting at 2-3, but that is in no thanks to Derrick Rose's incredible play. In just 25 minutes off the bench, he is averaging 20.4 points a game, 6.2 assists a game, on 55% shooting from the field and 94% from the free throw line, which comes together for a true shooting percentage of 60%. Derrick Rose showed off the explosiveness that has caused everyone to fall in love with him throughout his career. He's also shown off the passing ability and the ability to just destroy just about any pick and roll coverage a defense throws at him. Even the biggest Derrick Rose fan out there, which I believe I'm one of them, couldn't have seen this kind of play coming from Derrick Rose to start the season out. Enough of the prelude, let's dive right into why Derrick Rose has been so successful this season with the Detroit Pistons. Now, I talked about this a lot in my last Derrick Rose video about the pick and roll coverage the Pistons saw in the playoffs against the Bucks last year. This really caused them a bunch of issues, and I'm talking about the drop coverage. And this is why teams are not going to be so successful at doing that this year with Derrick Rose. As you can see here, he comes off the off-ball screen, immediately gets the ball and attacks the rim. Kyle Quinn is sitting towards back in the paint, trying to make sure Derrick Rose can't get all the way to the rim. By doing that, he's also taking away the drop-off to Thon Maker, who's rolling to the rim. And when a team does this against you, you have to have a point guard who's capable of either one, hitting a floater or a pull-up jumper to make the team pay for doing this, or two, who's explosive enough to just go right at him, either get the foul call or finish over him. We're going to freeze the clip as he gets to his spot where he likes to take his floater. In this range so far this season, Derrick Rose is shooting 64%. Teams are not going to be able to consistently drop in the pick and roll unless they just want to give Derrick Rose a free bucket, which he takes right here. There's nothing much else to say about this clip right here. It's pretty much the exact same thing. Kyle Quinn is stepping back all the way to the rim because teams are just terrified to let Derrick Rose get to the rim where he's at his best. However, if Derrick Rose is going to continue to shoot this well from this area with his floaters and his pull-up jumpers, which I pointed out in the last video, I believe he will for sure continue to shoot this well, teams are going to have a tough day trying to guard him in the pick and roll using this way of coverage. This is the second option I was talking about. In previous years, Ish Smith was just incapable of doing this. But as you see here, after he receives the pick from Andre Drummond, Al Horford drops and protects the rim. Derrick Rose is explosive enough to just go right at Al Horford and finish right over him if he wants to, which he does right here. Again, it's just going to be really hard for teams to try to pull this coverage off against the Pistons this year with Derrick Rose. In this case, Derrick Rose executes a pick and roll with Andre Drummond and his defender goes underneath the screen. As soon as he realizes this, he pulls up for his midi pull-up that he really likes to shoot. This year, Derrick Rose is shooting 47% in this area from mid-range, which is really good for a mid-range shooter. And last year, he shot 43%, which is also pretty good for a shooter. This is why it's been so hard to guard Derrick Rose in the pick and roll, because if you back up and you play over the screen, he can get to the rim where he's at his best. If you go under the screen, like he did right here, as soon as he realizes you do that, he's just going to pull up and he's probably going to make it. Now on this play, there's a couple things I want to point out. One, Miles Turner does a pretty good job here trying to take away the layup and try to take away the floater all at the same time. He just hit a really good, tough layup. Second, Derrick Rose was shooting 3 of 15 before this made layup. So the fact that he still shot this, had the confidence to do it, and the team had confidence to let him do this, says a lot about how Dwayne Casey feels about Derrick Rose. And lastly, while Derrick Rose did make this layup, and it's great that he did, and he's capable of doing this, he probably had Andre Drummond here for the lob. This will come with chemistry throughout the season, but it's something that the Pistons really need to try and enforce to the point guard to try to get Andre some easier buckets in the pick and roll right here, like he probably could have. But again, this is just pointing to how hard it has been to try guard Derrick Rose. If you drop, he's taking the pull-up or he's taking the floater. If you come up, he's just going to go around you for the layup. If his on-ball defender goes underneath the screen, he's pulling up. And then even if you do a good job like Miles Turner did right here, Derrick Rose is just capable of hitting tough layups over good defenders. Just keep it short. Derrick Rose has just been really good this year, and it's just been really hard to stop him. And that's all I've got for you guys today. Mike, you got anything else to say? I've got to tell Mike to get that Ravens hat on. I mean, like, seriously, you see all these hats up here? He got some Bulls hat up there. We got a Bahamas hat. We got a Golden State Warriors hat. I got just a Black D hat, like, and you choose the Ravens? Come on, Mike. Well, anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. If you liked it, make sure you give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button down below. And until next time, and my next guest in the film booth, Derrick Rose, film review. I'll see you next time. But seriously, Mike, we really got to talk about that Ravens hat.